Since the reveal of the Nintendo Switch 2, there have been many rumors and leaks leading up to the Nintendo Direct that's going to be held on April 2nd on what games we could potentially be getting as launch titles and games throughout 2025. And there have been a few hardware leaks, so let's talk about them. The Nintendo Switch 2 was finally revealed, and as we get closer and closer to its launch and to the reveal during the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct for its games, for a potential date for when it comes out, we are going to be getting a lot of rumors and leaks. And a lot of rumors and leaks have been popping up throughout the weeks ever since it was revealed, but we have a few new ones that are going to be showcased, discussed in this video today, especially a few cross-gen games that you wouldn't really expect to come to the Nintendo Switch 2, but considering that this is going to be a higher powered console than the 2017 Nintendo Switch, and it is rumored to be as good as the PS4 Pro, you could expect these games coming from these type of consoles because they aren't going to be the same as the Nintendo Switch 2017 was. So a lot of these games would be able to be played on the Nintendo Switch 2. Starting off with a few games that are going to be coming from Xbox and PlayStation 5 to the Nintendo Switch 2. Starting with Starfield. Starfield looks to be like a game that is going to be coming to the Nintendo Switch 2, which is exciting for people that love Starfield. They can take it on the go, and it's really exciting that we finally have a really high-powered Nintendo console with games that are not just Nintendo games, so you can play any game that Switch has to offer on the go, at home, at work, anywhere. The next game, Fable. Fable will be another game that you can play on the Nintendo Switch that's coming from the Xbox and PlayStation 5. MSFS 2024 and Killer Instinct. So these are 4 games that are going to come to the Nintendo Switch 2 from the current gen consoles that we have in the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X. And the Nintendo Switch 2 is looking like a really good console. If we're getting this looks promising. This is promising because of the fact that the Nintendo Switch 2 is looking to be a much better console, much more powered console than the original Nintendo Switch back in 2017. Again, remember, that was the first time we had a Nintendo Switch, so you're not going to see as many of these games, these big games that we would be getting on a newer console back then. But since we're going into a new era of Nintendo Switch, this is the years that we're going to be getting big games that are coming from other consoles. A few Nintendo Switch 2 leaks to talk about. There are a few hardware leaks to go with the power supply and how just the charging is supported. It's obviously going to be a higher wattage console because it is a newer console. The Nintendo Switch had a horrible life cycle, as in the life for that console lasted not even 4 hours. It was terrible. The charge was terrible. It would die instantly, and especially if you had a day one console, just forget about it. That console is not surviving an airplane flight longer than 3 hours. But a few Nintendo Switch 2 charger leaks is that it appears in global certifications with support for 60 watt and power delivery for the new charger for the Nintendo Switch 2. Suppliers Delta Electronics and Light On Technology, and the input is 100 to 240 volts, 50 to 60 hertz, and 1.6A. And the exit is 5 volts to 15 watts, 9 volts to 27 watts, 15 volts to 45 watts, 20 volts to 60 watts, and the current 3A. So this is very promising. If you guys don't know what I just talked about, I'm literally just talking about how it's going to be stronger in charging wise. It's going to be a longer lasting console because of this. We're going into a new era where USB-C is the new thing. Everything uses USB-C, the new iPhones, literally everything. We had USB-C with the Nintendo Switch, but to be honest, it was not the best USB-C. Their charger was not great. Let's be honest, their charger was terrible. It did not charge fast enough, and the battery would just deplete instantly. Now, to talk about the potential interfaces that we're going to be getting from the Nintendo Switch 2. Again, leaks, rumors, don't take everything with 100% certainty, take it with a grain of salt, but these are possible interfaces that we could be getting. I did cover this already, but a few more have come out, and I want to talk about all the ones that come out because it is very possible we get a new user interface. with a new console. If the console had no user interface that was new, then it would just be the exact same console, but with higher functionality. Again, obviously, the console is going to be better. It's going to be higher powered. It's going to be like a PS4 Pro, that is rumored to be. But when a console doesn't feel different, it's going to feel the same, no matter how much better it is. If it looks the same, people are going to assume it's the same. You want people that don't know about the Nintendo Switch yet, or know about the upcoming Nintendo Switch 2, to not believe that this console is going to be the same, or it's going to be the Nintendo Switch from 2017. People from the outside that don't really talk about this stuff like the community does, they won't know that there's a Nintendo Switch 2. So once they see one in first at hand, and if they think it's a Nintendo Switch 2017 and they don't ask a question, be like, oh wait, is that a new console or not? If they don't ask that, then it's concerning, because you're basically giving off the same vibe you did when it was 2017 Switch. Obviously, it looks a little bit different, but to be honest, it's just a different color. Color is not everything. Not everybody will remember the color. But when a Switch looks different, you'll know. When a console in general looks different, you will know. Look at the hardwares between all the consoles we've got in the past to the consoles we have now. Nintendo Switch 2, it looks different, but on the outside right now, it doesn't look that much different. It's just bigger. And we'll see if the user interface is any different, because that really gives it away if that's a new console. If you could have backgrounds, if you could have new tabs for your apps, new emotes, all these things matter. All of them matter. This is the biggest thing for the Nintendo Switch 2, in my opinion. I believe the user interface, aside from the mobility and the functionality of the Nintendo Switch 2, this is a big, big factor, in my opinion. And it's the biggest one, because you want the Switch 2 to feel like a different console and not be the same as the original Nintendo Switch. But that is just a few leaks for the Nintendo Switch 2 and a few rumors that we have been getting leading up to the Nintendo Direct on April 2nd. I hope you guys are excited for that. I'm really excited. I really hope they announce something. I can't believe that we already got the Nintendo Switch 2 after waiting 8 years. Yeah, that was a little bit of sarcasm. It's been 8 years, but we've waited all this time. We're excited. I hope they don't fail us. I hope this is a different console than the Nintendo Switch. I love the Nintendo Switch. I hope they could just make it better. Make it run better. Make it look better. Better games. But we will see. Going into April 2nd is going to be the Nintendo Direct. I will possibly stream it if I have the chance, so you guys can watch. But yeah, with all of that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know in the comments down below if you found it helpful. Just a few leaks. Didn't want to go into too much, but I wanted to give you guys some information, some new information. Especially charging is a big deal, because the Nintendo Switch had terrible, terrible battery. Just terrible. But again, if you did enjoy this video, let me know in the comments down below. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.